OK. Hangabouts. Still to come, we got Michael Bublé, and he's going to perform his new single, and with Christmas just around the corner.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Enough, please, with this torture. Thank you. We've also got a load of children testing out this year's must-have toys. But time now for some genuine Hollywood royalty. She's had an epic career spanning more than 5 decades. It's all here in this highly personal book. It's called Passion for Life. Will you please welcome the walking sensation herself, the one and only Miss Joan Collins. Joan, I'm full of cold. I'll kiss you. Oh, you're gorgeous. Oh, you're looking fabulous. Sit yourself down. Joan, you're looking fabulous as always.
Thank you, darling. So are you. I'm so sorry that you're sick. If you've
No, I've just got this thing in the chest.
That thing in the chest I had for 2 weeks. It's just horrible. It's the worst cold I've ever had, so take plenty of Lemsip. Oh, my God, or whatever.
Well, you should have heard me yesterday.
Yeah.
Honestly, I sat up in bed. It was like they dug something up. I went...
I know, everybody's got it. It's really bad.
This is such a lovely book. I'll tell you why I love it, because it's so personal.
Yes, it's very personal. It's my life, and it's very personal about my family, about my husbands, about my boyfriends, which I felt since they were a part of my life. Woo!
Well,
yes.
Well, you call it a scrapbook of your life,
yes,
quite rightly, because
loads of pictures,
it is
yeah.
just... Where did you get them all from?
Well, for example, the back of that is I'm big on scrapbooks. I did that when my daughter was born, so that was in the 60s, and that was just pictures of me and Tony and Farley Granger, and Paul Newman's in there.
I know.
Yeah, and I found it in a book. And then the ones of my family, which was long before I was born, I found when my aunt died, and my brother and I went up and we went through her flat, and we found all these amazing pictures from my family, and my aunts were dancers in the 1920s and 30s, and he was throwing them away. And I said, "What are you doing, Bill?" He said, "This is junk." I said, "No, it's not." And he was putting them in a black bin bag. I got them out and put them in another black bin bag, and I put them in a cupboard and forgot about them. And then about 5 years ago, I took them out and I thought, God, this would be a really interesting story, because my grandmother is in there, Hetty, and she looks very much like me. And also, the fact is that our real name, my name would not be Collins if my grandfather had not gone to a music hall and saw this woman called Lottie Collins, who was used to sing Tarara Boom Dia. You know that very famous song? She was like the Madonna of her day.
Because she used to sing it quite sweetly, didn't she? And then she'd go, Tara, and the legs would be up and the skirts over her heads.
Really? Yeah. Legs up, huh? I didn't know that. Anyway, he fell in love with her and decided to change his name from Isaac Hart to Joe Collins. And so that's why I'm Collins. Otherwise, I'd be Joan Hart, which is actually rather nice.
And because your father, he was an agent, wasn't he?
Yes, he was a theatrical agent. So our house was always full of singers and dancers and comedians and actors. So, you know, what else would I become?
I love the way you describe a Christmas where it's just full of turns.
Oh, I know. Yeah. And do you remember Georgia Brown?
Yes.
Georgia Brown.
The original Nancy and Oliver.
That's right,
she
yes.
was glorious.
She was. And she sang there when she was like 14 or 15. She came to our house and sang at Christmas. And Roger Moore was always there with his wife. He was married to Dorothy Squires then. Oh. So, and my father, actually, what I thought was really weird is that a young girl came to see him back in the 30s, 14 years old, and she sang for him, and he didn't really like her voice, so he dismissed her, and she turned out to be Vera Lynn.
Oh, you're joking.
Yes. Can you imagine?
He also said, your father, they said you wouldn't last past 24.
Oh, yes. Well, that was, you know, that was prevalent then. It was very... Listen, face it, this is a very, very tough profession.
Yeah.
And if you're a young, pretty girl, your career will last as long as you're young and pretty. And afterwards, if you don't have anything else, if you don't have talent or personality, it's gone. So my father, he was not exactly fulsome in his praise of me or my sister. I mean, it's a wonder that we've done so well as we have.
Well, he'd be very proud today. That's all I can say.
Know.
He really will. Now, in this book, there's chapters on everything, silly. There's chapters on friends, on childhood, and on husbands, which is quite a lengthy chapter, Joe. But I'll tell you why. Because you believe so strongly in marriage.
Yes, and now, you know, I'm very happily married to Percy, but practice makes perfect.
Exactly, yeah. As somebody said, you have to kiss a lot of frogs. And he's such a nice guy, Percy.
He's a great guy, yes. He really is a great guy, and we're extremely happy, and we are just total partners and totally together in everything that we do.
Well, you can see that when you're together.
Yeah.
You can just see the pair of
We
you.
were supposed to have dinner the other night. I'm so sorry, I had a business thing that came up.
You're always busy.
Well...
You know, your sister is worried about you. This is Jackie.
Oh, she's not.
She is. She says, Joan never stops. Will you have a word with her?
Well, darling, you know, we've got to, you know, keep the old roof together and the children at the grandchildren at school and all of that.
Well, I said this to Jackie. I said, I can't imagine Joan sat at home. I'm forgetting.
No, I wouldn't like to. But she's exactly the same.
I know she is. It's pot pot in the kettle. Exactly.
I mean, she never stops working. She does a book a year.
I know.
Sometimes 2 books a year.
And then she promotes them. She's off all over the place.
Yeah, she just came back from Australia. No, she's a busy, busy lady, and she's a wonderful mother and a great friend. I have a chapter about her.
And I love it. You describe her as a friend as
yes,
well as
she
family.
is a friend. She's a really good friend. And I feel I could go to her with any problem, like I did when I said I was going to marry the Swede, and she said, don't do it. I will never speak to you again. I said, well, anyway, I did. Idiot that I was.
Oh, well, we all make the odd mistake,
yes.
Get married. Which husband bought you the pet monkey?
Oh, the pet monkey. Yes. Well, I wanted a kitten. This was...
Don't you love that?
This was my first one when I was 18, and he brought me this a spider monkey, which are really mischievous, and it was kept in a cage at the bottom of the bathtub, and whenever my mother came over to visit, the monkey used to be really, really naughty. And since this is a family show, I won't say what the monkey used to do, but it was very, very naughty. And my mother was shocked, because she was, you know, older.
Does it involve self-pleasure?
Possibly, yes. Something like that. Anyway, we got rid of the monkey. What did
your mother say when she went in the bathroom and there's the monkey in the bathroom?
My mother was an innocent. You know, my mother actually brought me out with the credo, men only want one thing. And she was right. Money.
Joe, please tell me that you're not doing Panto this year.
I'm not.
No.
I'm going to Los Angeles.
Oh.
Yes, with my sister. We're going to have Christmas together with all our various families and children and grandchildren.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah.
Mind you, did you enjoy Panto?
I loved it. You know, I did it with Julian.
That's right, yeah.
That's when Julian, Clary and I became great friends. And I had such a good time, but no, I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, it's hard.
I want to do everything once, except direct. I don't want to direct.
Why wouldn't you like to direct? You've had so much experience under your belt. You're the woman to do it.
I wouldn't want to control actors. They're all impossible. No, I love actors, but I wouldn't want to tell them what to do. No, I have no desire to direct. I produced, and I'm a brilliant casting
director. Well, you made
director.
that wonderful film at Nigel Hawthorne.
Oh, yes, when the money ran out.
It's such a great movie, that, you know.
I know, it was. It was very underrated.
And it was... You were so funny in it.
Oh, thank you.
No, really. Lying on the bed with the pipe.
Oh, you remember that?
I do.
Oh,
I've seen it so many times.
Have you?
Yes.
Really?
I've got it on DVD.
You're kidding.
I'm telling you, it's one... I love... the pair of you together are wonderful. And I'd said the same as you. It was seriously underrated. Why, you know...
Well, I don't know. It was a period piece. And I think that at that time people weren't, you know, tuning in to see period pieces on TV like they are today. And I just think that perhaps it wasn't good enough, but no, Nigel was fantastic.
Joan, it's a wonderful film.
Yes.
It's got a great script. It's beautifully shot, beautifully acted, and you're all hilarious in it.
Thank you.
So there you go. So that if I had to give that film a credit, that's what I'd say. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
Thank you, Paul.
Absolutely love it.
By the way, are you doing Panto this year?
No.
Oh, you're not?
No,
OK.
No.
All right.
The P word, Joan, the P. No, I'm not. No, Joan, I'm off this year. I'm doing this instead.
Yes, this is great. This is a great show. And I love your decorations. I think they're very stylish.
Don't you think they're slightly excessive?
Oh, yeah, I suddenly saw a few excessive bits.
Yeah, I mean,
this is me.
This is my bits up
here.
Oh, yeah. Tat.
No, but the 1920s mask is...
They're lovely.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
And the one at the top. And then you have a few... Oh, I think
Well, I know what to get you for Christmas,
Oh, I
Miss
don't know about
Collins.
that. I don't-
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a cracking book. I'll tell you why I loved it, because, as I said, it's so personal, and there's pictures, really, that you'd never get to see. And it's, again, it's funny, and it's beautifully written, and it's touching. And it's very, very honest. It really is.
Thank you,
It
Paul.
really is.
Thank you. It's
and
so sweet of
it's always
you.
a treat to see you
It's
lack
always
Collins.
always a
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Joan Collins, come on. It is a fabulous book.
It is.
Oh,
No.
Joan, it's wonderful.
Great Christmas present.
It is, it is.
Yeah.
OK. I could sit and talk to Joan all afternoon, but it's time now for some music from one of the world's biggest stars, performing his new single, Young at Heart. Let's hear it, please, for Mr. Michael Bublé. It's Joan Collins, and still to come, we've got a gang of Rioters kids. They're going to check out some of this year's top Christmas toys. But now, we just saw him perform just before the break, but now he's back. Will you please raise the roof for Mr. Michael Bublé?
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're looking good, Michael.
How are you guys? I'm so happy to be here. I feel like I'm with royalty. I feel like a pauper with royalty.
With Miss Collins.
I do both. Miss Collins, you as well. You
Oh.
know what? I can't believe you're not sir yet.
What?
Yeah.
Sir, Michael, I'm surprised you haven't taken me out in the backyard and shot me. Let alone sir.
How are you? I miss seeing you so much.
And you? It's been too long, you know.
Yes.
Last time was your audience with.
That's right. I remember. And we were so dirty that they had to cut it out.
I know they did. All I did was throw me keys on the runway.
That's all.
That's all. I said, if you had a loose end tonight, here's me keys, give them the address. I said, we never close.
It was me bending over and being inappropriate and stuff.
I loved your Christmas albums, by the way.
Thank you
I was
very
playing them all last year.
Thank you.
All the time. They were great. They're real classics.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
She does
I
as
should
well.
be playing
That's
this
what we
year.
were talking about in the
Yeah.
outbreak.
Oh, thank you. I just love Christmas. I love it,
Yeah.
and I make so much money during the holidays. No, I do. You know,
That's
truly,
because
what
of the-
I like
because
to hear,
of-
Michael.
my mom and dad were so good. Like, you know, they just filled us up with so much love. Our house was full of love, and so people who say, "Oh, it's it was easy for you to throw out a Christmas CD," and I put a lot of love into it because my family gave me that, and so to be invited into people's homes all over the world is really special to me. To know that I get to be a small part of your Christmases at home is pretty huge. I mean, it's such a private and beautiful, important time of people's lives. To get to be a part of it is really nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You
No.
make me feel like the Grinch. Honestly.
Why?
I feel like I'll tell you why, Michael. I put my Christmas tree up on Sunday. Now, I had no voice. It sounded like the Exorcist in the hall. And Bullseye, my dog, ambled in as I stood back to admire my beautiful creation, 6 foot of tinsel, cocked his leg, pardon it, Joan, and shed 2 pints, seriously. And all the bottom lamps blew.
No.
And you know, it's like taking lights off a tree when they've blown, and all the everything was going on. I thought,
I always have a fake one. Is that bad? A fake
No,
one?
I have a fake one.
I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, because
They
of the they're beautiful. I had the same tree for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
It's gone to New York, to Miami. Now it's back in LA.
Oh, so depending on where you are, you just move it around.
Listen,
You
why
trim
not?
the
It's got its lights on. Nobody can tell the difference. And
They are
because I
beautiful.
fill it with balls.
That's right. You know, I don't know if you know. I mean, you probably don't know, but I've met your sister many times.
Yes, I know.
And
She
she
told me.
was so. I mean, this is now years ago, even before. I mean, before I ever got signed, she was always so lovely with me, really warm and sweet and generous with her time, and I like her very much.
I've known her 20 years, Jackie, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, since we got
I've known her a
thrown
bit
out
more
of
than
Harry
that.
Winston's in Hollywood. Did she tell
Harry
you that?
Winston?
We went into Harry Winston's. I wasn't like this. I was done up as Lily. And we marched in, and I can't remember the film star's name, Mia Savina or something.
Mira Sorvino.
Yeah,
Sorvino,
she
yeah.
came swanning in. They shut all the shutters, and the manager came over and said to Jackie, excuse me, Collins, you'll have to leave and take your friend with you. We were filming for the Oscars for the big breakfast, and we were on the pavement, and Jackie said, that's the first time I've ever been thrown out of a shop, let alone Harry Winston's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but she's a great one. They're both great. They're Collins sisters.
I know.
They're incredible.
Truly,
They're
really royalty. I mean, it's amazing.
Well, she just got an OBE,
Yeah.
you know, and I got an OBE a few years ago, and we were trying to think of any other pair of sisters that both have OBEs, and we can't think of one.
You didn't come up with
no.
any?
No.
No.
Well, we should go in the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah, that would be a
Guinness
record.
Book of
Yeah.
Records, why not?
I tell you what, I have to congratulate you, Michael, on becoming a father.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Are you enjoying fatherhood?
I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it very much.
Are you doing the night feeds and all that?
I do it. Yeah, I do. I really, I love it.
God.
I mean, I'd love every second of it.
Well, look,
Oh.
because you're such a nice fella.
What
and I
did you
reckon
get
you'd be
me?
a
You know
fabulous dad.
what's sad is I know what's in there, and the worst than anything is that I can actually use all of it. Yep.
Oh, God.
Yep. Thank you very
I
much.
tell you what, we've got you. You might wonder why you've got goggles.
I don't wonder why I got
Well, that's
goggles.
for protection against those high-flying fountains.
It's
Yeah.
a boy, right?
Yeah,
Again,
you
yeah.
know when you're changing the nappy on the boy, and once you've took the nappy off, you
Yeah.
get all excited.
It gets
and,
cold
And
and-
you're bent over going, giddy, giddy, and you get straight in the face.
Yeah.
So that's what you've got a mask, that's for all the toxic fumes.
Yeah.
But you're 3 o'clock in the morning. No, please, you have to have a strong stomach, don't you, when you're changing a nappy?
I know it sounds weird, but I love this little boy so much that when he poops, I think he's a genius. I do.
How old is he now?
He's just a little over 3 months. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What? Is this just for my private times when I'm not?
What is that?
I don't know.
What is... Oh, it's a...
It's a turkey baster.
What, why?
It's for those precision cleaning in those hard-to-reach
Stop.
places. Yes, Joan.
No.
Yeah, really. You fill that full of lukewarm water, Michael, stand by the doorway and go... Well, there you go. You don't have to go anywhere near them with a jiffy cloth.
That's
This is
child
so
abuse.
good. This is good too. You change just.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's for picking
That's so
things up.
cute. That's so
Oh,
cute.
you've also got a poncho in there somewhere, which is a poop protective poncho, I've been told. It's
Yeah.
buried under there, but I'm sure it'll all come in handy.
It's so strange, you know, because you know, people tell you all the time when you have kids, oh, prepare yourself for this and that, and you know, I've left. You know, I've left them. My wife is making a movie in Argentina, so I've been away for now a few days, and you'd never believe that you would miss the smell of sour milk and poopy and pee. It's like I miss it. I really do.
Mine
miss it.
used to smell of baby powder.
Baby powder too.
But they
I
do have a
actually
nice smell.
I took his onesie.
Oh, did you?
And I took it, and when I go to sleep at night, I just kind of have it.
Oh,
You guys, I'm
sweet.
not a nice person, so
You are.
no.
What's
I
his
love-
name? This...
No, Noah.
Noah.
I
Noah,
lost.
that's an original name.
Yeah, I lost my battle.
He can save the world.
Yeah.
Are you taking him on tour with you?
I wanted to call him Spider-Man, but my wife.
Spider-Man. Peter Parker.
I'm going to take him all over the place, and he's so cute. I wish I had a picture to
Why
show you.
don't you have a picture of him on your phone?
I do. I have 1,000 pictures on my phone. I
but-
think there's one that you guys had or
Have
something.
you
but
got a picture of Noah?
I think it's the day that we had him, though, the moment. So it's not the same thing.
Here he is.
There. But that's right away, obviously. Or that would just be a weird family picture.
Your wife
Tell me
is
that isn't
gorgeous.
taken in a photo booth at King's Cross
No, that
Station.
He has a lot of
yes,
hair.
and you should see
My
him now.
God,
He's
he was just
he's
born.
got a ton of hair.
Great.
Well endowed.
Any sign of him inheriting?
Kidding, I'm just kidding. I think every dad says that, right? He's just gigantic. Just like his dad. That's why they call me Tiny Bubbles.
Any sign of him inheriting your voice?
I don't know. He's so... I don't know. You know, it's weird. I seen him laugh for the first time. I heard him laugh, and...
You're not madly in love, aren't you? With
I'm
this?
so...
You completely...
You know what's
cockahoo.
horrible, too, is when other people used to talk about their babies with me, it used to disturb me. Not horribly, but people would talk about their... Like, my best friend has a little boy named Logan. He's a sweet little... I'm his godfather. And Karsten would say, Logan is in, Logan is that. And Logan's coming thing. And I would sit and go, Logan, 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 Logan. And I never understood why they wouldn't shut up about their kid. Yeah, you got a kid. Shut up, you know.
I'm like that
But
with
now
dogs.
I get it. It's like, yeah, well, I love dogs too.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are like that with their baby
yes.
Prince George, our
Yes.
future king?
Yeah.
They must.
Yeah.
How do you? It's so strange when you hold this little person and they're a little mini you and they look deep into your eyes and
Yes.
and it's
Connection.
such a, and it's such a
Connection.
strange feeling of.
That's when
I
you
didn't know
really
it
fall in
existed.
love
Yeah.
with them. Yeah.
I didn't know
And
that-
It lasts for
I just
7 or 8 years.
yeah. People have told me that too. Yeah.
Exactly, Joan. I'm with Joan.
Yes.
Can I interest either of you two in a three-legged staffy?
Oh, yes.
He's lovely.
So beautiful.
I saw him. He's adorable,
He's
but
gorgeous.
I travel so much I
know,
could never
you
have a
can't.
dog.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. And he'll guard you, little boy.
You know, I have a dog food company now.
Oh, really?
I do. My wife and I are part of we own a dog food company called Dog for Dog, and right now it's just in America. And, you know, millions of dogs are euthanized every year in America because of, you know, the pounds can't afford to feed them. So every dog bag of dog food you buy, we give one to the pound. We donate one to the pound. So it's now me, and the partners are a woman named Chelsea Handler, who's a great comedian in America.
Oh, yeah.
I know you mean.
And Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, really?
How much more perfect could that get?
You're also a massive ice hockey fan, aren't you?
Huge hockey
Yeah?
fan, yes, sir.
Do you fancy a game? Not with me. I mean,
Really?
Oh, I'm no good on... They put me on ice, so I'll keep. That's the only reason. We've got a challenge for you.
Okay.
Come on over. Right. Welcome back. Now, if you're a parent or a grandparent, then you've probably been inundated with Christmas lists since last June. But if you still need a few ideas, then we've got 3 top testers here that are going to take you through the must-have toys this year. So will you please welcome Daniel, Sinead and Aris. How are you, kids? What have you got, then? Yeah, do you want me to take him off while you do that bit?
Please. Well, I've got some soccer boppers.
What are they?
Soccer boppers.
Yeah, turn round so they can see you. A soccer bopper. And what do they do? That's it. That's all they do.
Yes.
Are they boxing gloves or something?
Yes.
Oh, so but somebody else needs 2 boxing gloves as well.
Yes.
Do they hurt?
How
No.
old are you?
How old are you, Daniel? He's 9.
Well, you're 9, so this is suitable for 9-year-olds and younger?
Can I just feel it? Okay, I want you to... Can I just do this, sir?
Yeah.
I'm standing back.
I wish this thing would shut up. Shut up!
One punch in the face.
Are you mad? Joan, get me out. Are you crazy?
No, without the soccer boppers.
No, with both of them. No. So what do you think about this? What marks would you give it out of 10?
9 out of 10.
Really? So you enjoyed this? OK. Now, what about this little fellow? What does he do? Apart from drive me insane. What is he?
Well, he's a texter. I've named him Bobby.
He's a Texter robotic puppy.
Texter.
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 OK.
And I've named him Bobby.
And what does he do?
Walks, obviously.
He walks, obviously.
How come when I had hold of him, he was yapping away and doing all sorts? Now,
Like-
come on, little man.
Don't rush
Watch
it.
I don't push it off the desk if you don't start doing stuff.
Yeah, there it's going.
Here you are. Here you are.
Now that's good.
What do you think of him, then?
Surprise.
What would you give
10
him?
out of 10.
10 out of 10. Now, look, why don't you have a word with your parents and say, you've discovered this 3-legged staffy and you'd love him for Christmas, yeah?
Well,
yeah.
they are right over there.
That's it. You have a word with them, kid. Anyway, so you like him?
Yeah.
Well, you can have him. Take him home. Yeah. What have you got here, darling?
I've got Doggy Doo.
We've got Doggy what?
Doggy Doo.
And what does Doggy do? If I didn't know. Does he do, like, a poo?
Yeah. Well, we had
Can't
to
believe
get
this.
like this slimy stuff and put it in there, and it's like it's food, and feed it, and then push this in, and then you got to scoop it. And you've got like scoop it. Do you want to try? Squeeze.
OK.
Got to squeeze it into the pot. I love this. Squeeze it.
I think he's constipated.
Yeah. My mum said that as well.
Did she? I think we probably have to give him something to eat. Ooh, what's this?
Should we?
Whatever happened to a pal and puppet? I mean, what is this? This is vile. Hang on a minute. So where do we put it? In his mouth? Go on,
Yeah,
then.
just not all of it, not all of it. Just in his face.
So you put it in there, right, and then what happens?
It's
All of me hanky.
It'll have to go all the way in.
And then you do this, and he poos.
Hey, no. You have to close it up first.
I've always wanted to work at the grotto in Hamleys. Imagine. OK, it's taken a long time to poo, this dog. I'm sorry.
It is quite a lot.
I mean, what a strange toy. Don't you find this a strange toy? I know you get little dollies who wee themselves and things, but a dog, Joan, they're poos.
Mine used to do that. Shirley Temple
Oh, yeah, it's
dog.
coming out.
Get ready.
Yes, get ready.
Like this one?
There you go. Hey. Hey. So like me New Year's Davies. Oh, this dog doesn't do. There you are. So let's move on from the pooey doggy. And what does this fairy do? Don't tell me she has a wee. I can't bear it. Does she? What does she do?
Well, there's an on-switch button. If you press this button, it's like a hand remote control.
Yeah.
Should spin.
And she should spin. OK. So what do we push? Oh, I see. And what does she do
I
then?
don't know. It spins up into the air.
Ooh, what's that, me finger? OK.
There have been a couple of problems
Yes.
with this.
Well, Joan, we've got a dog that is constipated and a fairy who refused... Oh, yeah, she's
there
off.
we go.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, I like that.
It reflects like hand control.
Oh, I like that. Now, what marks would you give her out of 10?
I'd say 7 or 8.
And what about Doggy Doo-Doo?
5.
OK, all right, then.
I'd improve it because, like, I think they should do a boy one as well.
OK.
And
You'd have it cocking its leg and all sorts of... What do you like, you? How do you know it's a lady? Hey, have you had a look? Oh. Now then, young man, who have you got? What have you got for us? Shall we...
I've got jelly bath.
And what does jelly bath do?
Basically, you've got to put this in the water.
Yeah, so you're in the bath, right, and you put all this in the water.
Yeah.
And what happens?
And you got to,
Swish it around.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's all gooey.
So, you lie in the bath covered in slime and goo.
Yeah.
Really?
But then
I
there's
tell you
this...
what, childhood's changed
But then
since
there's...
I was...
You can get them in different colours. There's red and blue.
But
and
what
then,
does your mum say when you get out of the bath and you're covered in all this gear?
Well, you can change it with the white one.
Oh,
Yeah,
OK.
it
Look,
comes
it's
back to
awful
water.
stuff. I'm
It
covered...
comes back to water, though.
Look, it's attacking me.
And I got a bath right there.
I'm not getting in here.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. In a good suit.
Yes, you are.
Oh, this is awful stuff. Michael, would you like to get in a bath full of jelly goo?
Yeah.
Joan, do you fancy a quick?
Oh, my God, no. No, I'd rather
This
have
is
the Furby,
awful.
thank you very much.
Now, what's this stuff here? Chocolate picture maker. What does that looks interesting?
Basically, you have to...
like that?
you get one of these plates, then you gotta put a picture under it.
Yeah.
And then you can choose from a range, like glasses, a bow, and stuff.
And did you make these?
I didn't make that one, I made this one.
But they're good, though. So
And I've got one for you.
Oh, thank you. Isn't that clever, eh? Look at that.
I didn't know.
And now, what is this?
Now, you have to wear this on your head.
I love it. It's like so like in poker face. And I stand in the field and wait for lightning to hit me. Go on then. Throw the balls while I say goodnight. Listen, a big thank you to Toys R Us, the In-Thing and Hansi UK, and a huge thank you to my fabulous guests, Miss Joan Collins, Mr. Michael Bublé, and to all our kids. Thanks, kids. Tomorrow we've got Anthony Cotton, Hammers, and music from the chart-topping Jason Derulo. See you tomorrow. I like this. Oh, Joan.